Oh man, the 80s. God, if I could go back. I was such a dynamo on that dance floor. If I could go back, I might just bust a groove right here.
Well, you can dance if you want to, but you can leave this friend behind.
Hello and welcome to the darkened room of music conversation. I'm Chris.
And I'm Darren, and this is another installment of one of these shows where we go through a certain category of music and list some of our favorites. I love these.
These are so much fun to do.
These are like sugar episodes, you know? Yeah. You don't want to do them too often, but when you do, you really enjoy it.
Yeah.
You want to OD on this stuff, right?
Yep. Nope.
All right, so what we're going to do tonight is we're going to talk about our favorite 80s pop songs. Now, the 80s was our heyday growing up.
Yeah.
I mean, radio in the 80s was so much fun.
It was.
It really was. It seemed like there was not a whole lot of rules. One minute you may hear Motley Crue on there, Looks That Kill. The next minute you're hearing Billy Ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was fun. I mean, I enjoyed that, Seemed like there was, if it was good, it got played.
Exactly right.
Yeah, so, and you can say that stuff's cheesy and all that. Well, we're going to get into that because we've got a lot of cheesy songs that we're going to list on this list, and we have certain criteria that we're going to use as far as what we can and cannot list, and tell us about that.
Yeah, basically, it has to have made the top 20 in the Billboard Hot 100 list. It cannot be a rock song, so any of the classic rock artists, the legacy artists that bled over into the 80s,
eliminated.
Even if they made a pop sounding song, it's excluded. Anything you could have heard on a rock station or an alternative station or even country, we're excluding country in this list as well.
Right.
So yeah, it's got to be just straight up pop.
All right, I like it.
Yeah. Do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
Why don't you kick us off?
Should we flip a coin? Let's flip a puck.
All right.
Flipping a puck. You ready?
All right.
Heads or tails?
I'll go with tails.
Tails it is. You go first.
All right. Well, my very first song is a song that at the time kind of seemed kind of novelty. But I still like hearing this song now. And I don't know why. I've always, it's a serious song for all practical purposes. And when you're a kid, a teenager, you kind of relate to this too. Time X Social Club and Rumors. Also, do you remember the spinoff of that? So the spoof, it was like a spinoff. I think it was called Jimmy and the Critters, and it was called Roaches. And it was like doing that song talking about, look at all these roaches.
Oh, I do remember that.
Yeah. I'm not sure about that name, but I remember it was called Roaches.
So. You just wiped the cobwebs away from my memory there.
I
had
jogger.
Totally forgotten about that.
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay, so I'm going to pick my first song.
All right.
From about 1983. This one I loved. It was Let the Music Play by Shannon.
Wonderful song.
Yeah.
Love it. That's great. That is a great choice.
Thank you.
All right, up next, I mean, come on, she was the queen of 80s pop. How about the diva herself, Madonna, and Open Your Heart from 1986?
Open Your Heart, wow.
I love
Very
that song.
nice.
I like her more upbeat stuff, but I do like Live to Tell a lot.
I love to Live to Tell, yeah. I had that on my alternate list in case you named her. So,
yeah. Well, that True Blue record, good album.
Oh, it was a great album.
Really good. And Richard Marx sings background on that, by the way.
There you go. All right. Richard Marx, by the way, excluded from this game because he's too rock.
Yeah.
Okay, my next pick is going to be another queen, Miss Sheila E. and the Glamorous Life.
Oh, man. That's an excellent song.
Yeah, I love the full 9-minute version of that, too. That's the definitive one.
I agree.
Prince helping her out, of course, and
percussion for days in that song.
Yes, that's what I love about it.
It's glorious. Yeah. All right. Well, up next for me is Robbie Neville, C'est La Vie.
Oh, wow.
I absolutely love that
There's
song.
one you never hear much anymore.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You don't.
But it's a good song. If you listen to it again, it holds up.
Yeah, grooves.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so let's go Dancing in the Sheets now with Shalimar.
Oh, man, what a wonderful song. That, of course, was also on the Footloose soundtrack.
That's right, it was.
And that is a great song, man.
Yeah.
Great song. And I believe Jody Watley was in that band at some point. We'll have to double check that.
Yeah, I'll have to look that up.
I think it will make corrections on the screen if we're not right.
Oh, you know we will.
Absolutely. All right, and up next for me, I know you don't dig it, so let's get it out of the way. Anita Baker is one of my favorite singers ever. Sweet Love by Anita Baker.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I don't hate her. I'm just indifferent, and it's not something that I want to hear.
Understandable.
Hate is too strong.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right, so my next song is by yet another queen. I got a lot of queens on my list. Chaka Khan.
Yes.
I Feel For You.
Very nice. Well, this will tie in nicely. That is a great song, by the way.
It is. Oh, God, yeah.
But it seems like we're all in the family right here. And I'm going to go with Prince and Delirious.
Okay, yeah, yeah. So far our list has got a little bit of a theme, huh?
Yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, you can't go wrong with Prince, naming him. All right, so now let's go to an absolute classic, a solid classic. Solid as a rock. Ashford and Simpson.
I love that song.
Oh, God, it's so good.
I haven't thought about that song in a long time, but that is a really good song.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's one of my absolute favorites.
Yeah, good production on that, too.
Yeah.
Well, we've already talked about queens, and we've talked about princes. How about a king, as far as the king of pop, Michael Jackson himself, Billie Jean. What I loved about that song at the time, I didn't even realize it at the time, but maybe more in retrospect, I love how simple the bass and drums are in that song. Yeah. The bass does all the work, and the drums just stay in the pocket.
You're right, yeah.
And a lot of songs emulated that from there on out.
That's very true.
Big time turning point. But I love that song still, think it's fantastic.
That is very true.
Yeah.
All right, so my next pick is something that's become a bit of an internet meme as of late, but I think it's still a great, solid, fantastic song, and you can judge me, even though this is going to be a no judgment zone. No judgment zone.
No judgment zone.
I love Wham! Careless Whisper.
Oh, man. I got no problem with that song.
Yeah,
I got no problem with him in general. I thought he was one of the best singers on earth.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Yeah.
But one of my, you think about Dream, like, can I take this guy from this world and combine him with this? I know this is right. I always wanted to combine Phil Anselmo from Pantera and George Michael. I wanted them to do a song together. I just think it would have been cool. I don't know why. I just think it would have been.
I'm having trouble envisioning that at the moment.
I know. It's just one of those.
If I thought about it for a while, maybe I could wrap my head around
one of those weird things inside my head. What can I say?
Okay, yeah.
All right. Well, up next for me is Lionel Richie. I know this is a weird song choice. Love Will Conquer All. I just absolutely adore that song. I just love the feel of it.
Yeah, that's a less memorable song for me, but it is a good song.
Yeah. You don't hear it that much anymore.
You really, you honestly
But it's
don't.
my favorite song by him.
Yeah. All right. So my next pick is kind of a R&B flavored, another one of those. Ready for the World and Oh Shayla.
I almost picked that.
Did you really?
I almost did. I love that one.
Yeah.
I love that one. That's a great choice.
Thank you.
Great choice.
Cheesy, I know, but
that's what this list is all about.
The memory of it, it makes me feel so good.
Right.
Yeah.
Another one, I mean, this is just straight up 86, 87. Taylor Dayne, Tell It to My Heart.
Yeah. I wasn't that big of a Taylor Dayne fan, but I thought she was good.
Yeah. I liked a lot of her songs.
Yeah.
Off the first two records, anyway. After that, she kind of lost me. But the first two, I thought were really good.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so let's see. My next pick is going to go all the way. Let's go all the way, Sly Fox.
See, I think of that when I think of Ready. Yeah. But I think of that when Ready for the World and Sly Fox, I used to get them mixed up back then.
Yeah.
Very similar styles.
Yeah.
But hey, man, wonderful choices.
Thanks, man.
All right, up next for me is somebody I thought was so adorable. She had some problems later in life. Unfortunately, she's no longer with us. But
who this is.
There was a time in the mid '80s when she was super duper hot and really really cute. It has nothing to do with my choice, of course not. So Emotional by Whitney Houston.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
that one. When she first came out, I thought it was she was pretty cool. But when she started doing her vocal aerobics, I was like,
too much to take.
It was too much for me. But those first few songs, like Saving All My Love for You,
they hold up.
Great songs, and I still like them. So
me too.
Yeah,
me too.
All right, so my next one, I can't wait to reveal this one by New Shoes.
Oh,
I can't
wait. Good.
One of my favorite keyboard sounds in the 80s.
Totally.
That sound. It was so interesting to me then. It still is.
And it's so hypnotic.
It is.
That song, I love songs that just groove the whole time. And that song has just got such a killer groove.
Yep.
And I would have definitely name that if you wouldn't have.
Yeah.
So that's a good one. All right,
cool.
I've talked about Whitney Houston. Why not bring up the bum she was married to, Bobby Brown, and Don't Be Cruel.
Yeah.
That album, I really liked that album when it was out. Me and one of my friends, we used to ride around and listen to it all the time. I think pop-wise, it was a damn good album.
Yeah,
and I know you don't like it much.
I didn't like it.
I thought Roni was great. I love Don't Be Cruel. My Prerogative I thought was awesome.
What was
Every Little Step?
The ballad he had on there, wasn't it Rock With You or something?
I Want to Rock With You.
That one I liked. Okay.
Yeah.
The rest of it I didn't like.
I got you.
Yeah.
Well, I liked it. So Don't Be Cruel. That's my choice. And hey, you know what was funny was when that was it was on the chart. I'm pretty sure at the same time that Don't Be Cruel by Cheap Trick was on the chart.
Yeah.
And I think they were 1 and 2, which had never happened before.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Love it when things like that happen.
We'll once again verify that.
All right. Well, my next pick, Word Up Cameo.
Love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a great band.
It is.
Wonderful band.
Yeah, they had so many great songs. And, of course, this is the one song everybody remembers.
But it's a good one, man.
It's a great one.
Yeah.
But you need to hear Cameo's other stuff. Go check them out.
Alligator Woman, great song.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got some really good moments.
Yeah.
And Vanity, one of the hottest chicks ever, she's on one of their album covers. Maybe 2 album covers.
Yeah.
So that's fun, too.
There you go.
All right, up next for me is Kool and the Gang, Take My Heart.
That's one you never hear anymore.
And
That's such a good song.
So good, man.
Yeah.
And once again, a hypnotic, groovy type song.
Yeah, very much so.
Yep.
All right, so probably one of my all-time favorite 80s pop songs right here, To Pal, Heart and Soul.
Man, me too. And you beat me to it. I would definitely have picked that one.
Yeah. That song's got such power to it.
Yeah.
It almost crosses over the rock line a little bit.
Sure.
But it's straight up pop.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so good.
I love her voice, and it's just really powerful. And yeah, man, it's one of those turn it up to 11 songs.
Exactly
we
right.
talk about it, yeah.
Yep.
All right, up next for me is General Public and Tenderness. Love it.
Wow. Yeah. I didn't like that one when I first heard it.
Really?
Yeah, it the beginning part with the breathy vocals.
Yeah,
it just didn't hit me right. But I grew to like it a lot.
Cool.
Yeah,
I think it was ahead of its time.
It definitely was.
It's kind of got that Joe Boxers, Joe Jackson, Elvis Costello kind of thing.
Yeah,
that kind of vibe.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
All right, so my next pick is another one of my favorites, The Whispers and Rocksteady.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's such a great groovy song, man.
It is,
just
man.
Grooving.
Yeah.
Grooving. Groovy and grooving.
Yeah.
All right, up next for me is going to be, it's funny, we're picking a lot of R&B soul type songs.
Yeah.
Force MD's Tender Love. Just like it, man. I just
good.
like it.
That's a very sleepy song, but it's good. I mean, I like that stuff.
Yeah, me too.
So I agree with that.
Yeah.
All right, so my heartthrob is next.
I know who this is.
My 80s crush, Miss Belinda Carlisle,
Yeah.
and I Get Weak.
Yeah.
That is my favorite song by her.
Cool.
And it makes my list.
There you go. I'm glad she's happy to know that her kiss is on your list. All right. So up next,
Are you naming Hall & Oates next?
No Hall & Oates on this.
Okay.
One. All right. Up next for me is Jermaine Stewart. We don't have to take our clothes off. Everybody laugh at once. I can't help it. I like the song. I like the production. I think it's Michael O'Martin maybe produced it. To double check that. Who did like Whitney Houston's productions at the time. So I really like that song. I can't help it. It's cheesy. It's lame. It's goofy. He died of AIDS. But I like the song. We don't have to take our clothes off. Apparently he took his clothes off at some point. But anyway, I like the song. I like it a lot.
No judgment zone.
No judgment zone.
Okay, so speaking of someone else who died not that long ago, Mr. George Michael and Father Figure.
One of the best songs ever.
Oh my God, yeah. That's a powerful song.
Yeah. And just the atmosphere of that. One of the best productions around that time that you'll ever hear.
Yeah.
No doubt about it.
Totally.
And this next song is one of my favorite songs ever. Now, this band had a couple of songs that honestly got played on rock radio, but I've got to include this. This one did not. I remember it vividly. Cutting Crew, Been in Love Before. That is one of my favorite songs ever.
I think I like it better than Died in Your Arms.
I do. And just the instrumental section in the middle, and then the outro guitar part, it just gives me goosebumps every time. I just absolutely adore it.
Yeah, so I cannot disagree with that one, man.
Nice.
All right, so my next one is from one of those, almost a one-hit wonder, but they did have another hit that was in the top 20. So Johnny Hates Jazz and Shattered Dreams.
That's a great song, man.
It is. And it's about as vanilla and basic pop as you can get from the 80s, but I love it.
It's great atmosphere, man.
Yes.
And great pop songs have atmospherics that stick with you, and that's one of them.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, well, up next for me is another song that you don't hear that much anymore, oddly enough, but I still love it. Glass Tiger, Someday.
Someday, yeah. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's one that you don't hear picked first many times at all.
No.
All right, so probably the sleepiest song on my list is coming up next. It's by Breathe and Hands to Heaven.
That whole album is so good, man.
It is good.
I love it. How Can I Fall? That's a great song.
Yeah, Don't Tell Me Lies.
Don't Tell Me Lies. The only song I didn't like was that stupid monkey song about you got me acting like a monkey or jumping like a monkey.
Oh, yeah.
That song was terrible.
That was a throwaway.
Right.
Yeah.
But other than that, that is close to a pop masterpiece, and that's for real. Great song.
Check it out.
Check it out for sure. And check out the Spotify playlist. Don't forget about that, because
that's right.
You got to hear these songs.
So this next pick of mine is a band that had one hit, and you think they're a one-hit wonder, but they're not. And the song that everyone remembers is about walking like a dinosaur. Walk the Dinosaur, Was Not Was. But they did have another hit. It went higher than 20 on the pop charts. It was Spy in the House of Love.
Great song.
And it is a masterful song.
It really is. Great. Yeah. I mean, top-notch production from that era. Yeah. And Don Was. What are you going to say?
Exactly right.
Yeah, a genius. Speaking of production, up next for me is a guy who actually found his way as a producer after this, which doesn't happen a whole lot. I mean, I shouldn't say that, but he's probably more known for his productions, even though this song was humongous. And I'm talking about Matthew Wilder and Break My Stride. Now, he went on to produce No Doubt Tragic Kingdom. He produced that album. And if you listen close, there's moments that you can totally tell. He had that kind of reggae, ska kind of vibe.
Totally did, yeah.
And they were all over that on that album. So
there you go.
It kind of made sense, but that's my choice.
All right, so my next one is from the Fine Young Cannibals, and She Drives Me Crazy.
I'm not always in the mood to hear that song, but I do like it.
Yeah, I liked a lot of stuff on that album.
Yeah.
I thought Good Thing was great.
That's a great song.
But my favorite song from that album, which didn't actually make the top 20, was I'm Not the Man I Used to Be.
Yeah,
it's one of those smooth songs. It's so good.
Yeah, they're better than you would think just hearing a song here or there.
Yeah, exactly right.
Way better.
Yep.
All right, well, we're down to our last couple of choices. This is another guy who played in the band with George Michael. He was his bass player. I absolutely love this song. Dion Estes and Heaven Help Me. That's a great song. I think it's from 1989 and made the top 10. Just a great tune.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, my last two picks are going to be from 1989, so I'm going to close out the decade now.
Nice.
So I love the smooth groove beats of this song called Keep On Movin' by Soul to Soul.
Man, good choice.
Oh, yeah, that is such a good song.
Now, see if it
I like Back to Life too, but this is my favorite.
Yeah, Back to Life is great.
Yeah,
and along around that time, a lot of productions started having that kind of sound.
Yeah,
and this song is from we were looking into it earlier. We both love it, the Lisa Stansfield song.
Oh yeah,
been
all around the world.
All around the world. Yeah, as always, they've been around the world.
Yeah,
it kind of had that kind of vibe.
It did,
but it was 1990. Otherwise, it'd be on my damn list.
Yeah,
because I love that song.
In my memory, this was the first song that had that sound that I remember.
I think you're right.
It kind of launched that sound into the 90s.
Totally.
Yeah.
I agree. All right, so I'm down to my last choice, I guess.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so I actually love this song, and I picked this song. It didn't go too high on the charts. I think it made it to like number 17. The brother of Michael Jackson himself, Jermaine Jackson, has a song called I Think It's Love. And I don't know why, I have just always loved that song. It's cheesy, it's poppy, it's goofy, it's dorky, but it's just, it puts you in a good mood, It's what great pop songs do.
And for me personally, it's not memorable. I don't even remember how that one sounds.
But when you hear it, it gets stuck in your head. Yeah, but I'll hear it in just bizarre places. Like I'll be in the grocery store. I think I heard it at Publix once.
Yeah, wow, really?
Like, yeah. It's just randomly. I guess the satellite radio stations that play anything that charted in the 80s, you hear it in moments like that.
Crazy, yeah. I'll have to go check that one out because I don't remember that one all that well.
Hey, it's on the playlist.
It'll be in the playlist, and you can check it out too.
Yeah. So we got you covered, man.
That's right, yeah. So I'm down to my last pick now.
Your last pick.
Okay, well, I'm going to pick one that I didn't like originally. It was on that list.
Really?
Of songs I hated but now love.
Okay.
It was Young MC's Bust a Move.
That's an excellent choice.
Yeah.
And see, I told you, I love that song the second I heard it.
Yeah.
I just, man, that groove was undeniable. We didn't know it was Flea.
No, we didn't.
But I think our friend Scott told me that that's who it was. And I'm like, well, I don't feel as guilty for liking it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a great song.
It is. It's fantastic.
And, a few honorable mentions. I'm sure you got a couple.
Yeah, I got a few on here, yeah.
One for me would be the Human League, Human.
That's on my honorable list as well.
Yeah, I really, really love that song. There's some Janet Jackson songs I have to admit I really like.
Yeah.
So several of them.
Yeah, that Control album, I loved it when it was out.
It's really good. It's good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
What do you got?
I'll name a few of me.
Yeah.
A few of mine. Donna Summer, She Works Hard for the Money.
Wonderful.
Would be an honorable for me. Pointer Sisters, Automatic.
Oh, man, I love the Pointer Sisters.
Billy Ocean, Caribbean Queen.
Yeah.
That's a great song. Timex Social Club, Rumors.
I mentioned
you
that
named that one, but I had it as an honorable mention.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Let's pick one more here. Lean on Me by Club Nouveau. I actually liked their version of it.
Yeah, which was the same. I think the same people that were in Timex Social Club was Club Nouveau. By the way.
I believe you're right. Yeah.
So you mentioned Donna Summer, and it just triggered in my mind Unconditional Love, the song she did with Musical Youth. I love that song. It's just a happy vibe, reggae feel, all that stuff. So yeah, the 80s were just fun, man.
They were great.
Yeah. The 90s, I love it for what it is. Music got a little bit more serious. We have an excellent episode about 91, 92, that era of music.
Yeah.
And things got a little bit darker, and I probably, if I had to listen to one or the other, I'd probably pick the 90s.
Yeah, me too.
But the 80s were just a lot of fun, man. And unless you were there, you have no idea just how fun it was. So maybe you can relive vicariously through our songs and the stuff that we picked in the Spotify playlist.
Yeah, check them out.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching this episode of In a Darkened Room. You can find the link to this episode's companion Spotify playlist in the description. Darren and Chris welcome your comments. You can leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments section below. Follow In a Darkened Room on Twitter to receive updates and submit your ideas for what we should discuss in upcoming episodes. Darren and Chris are also on Instagram, so give them a follow there as well. All of these links can be found in the description below. While you're there, be sure to click subscribe and ring the bell.
All right, so that wraps up episode 44. Wow. We have done 44 episodes, people, and we really appreciate you being along on the ride.
It feels like 100.
If you're here when this episode debuts, you can say you were there on the ground floor when they first got started.
This is true.
So with 44, we decided we're going to take a little bit of break, take a few weeks off. We're going to call this a season. We're going to wrap a season right here. Season 1 is done.
It's done.
And we'll be back with season 2 in a few weeks. We'll announce when that's coming out again. Yeah. You want to talk about maybe what we're going to be doing in the next season?
Yeah, we got a lot of fun things. And some of this was experimental. We were kind of throwing some things out there to see what worked and see what we were comfortable with. You know, the early episodes, we're trying to figure out where the camera goes and stuff. So hopefully we've kind of found our footing a little bit more. But we're going to have a lot more episodes, at least one a month, where we do off-topic stuff.
Yeah.
That's outside the realm of music.
And it's not just going to be tasting food.
No, we've done a couple of those.
Other stuff, as well. So maybe play some kind of game or something.
Yeah. We're going to try to continue to have some people that we interview on the show.
Yeah.
List shows where we have a particular topic, and we have a guest on here, and we, like we did with Tim Plushow.
Tim, that was so fun.
That was great. Yeah. So a few things like that, and then all kinds of topics we're going to cover. I mean, the great thing about music is it's endless.
Yeah.
I mean, you will never run out of things to talk about. And also, if you folks out there who have been watching the show have ideas, we read everything. Give us suggestions. We're going to need some down the road.
Yeah. We'll definitely do more episodes where we listen to newer music, you know, like we did with the urban and the pop and the adult alternative in the early days. Yeah. We're going to pick, what we're going to do differently, though, is we're going to pick the newer songs at the bottom of the chart.
Before they're like played on the radio.
So we want to be more of a channel of discovery as well, not just the history, not just our personal experiences.
Right.
So I'm hoping that the next season is going to provide you with just a wealth of the whole world of music.
Yeah.
From then to now.
So we're going to have 44 more episodes.
44 more episodes, okay. Yep.
And, man, we got a lot of work ahead of us.
We do.
We better sign off and get going.
We're going to get on it. So we'll be releasing some like special episodes, like maybe a best of, maybe a blooper reel.
Yeah.
So you can catch those coming out in the next few weeks.
And some hot takes or whatever if we want to do a couple
exactly
things
right.
here and there. So.
But the official episode will announce, we'll put up a video announcing exactly when that's going to happen, and we will see you then.
All right. And
take care.
Thanks for the support, everybody. This has been so much fun.
Yes, it has. Yeah. All right. Thanks, guys. Possibly here on a rock station, an alternative station, and we're also excluding country.
Weird. I'll hear it in the strangest places, I was in a urinal. No, I'm just kidding.